I still remember the way the sunlight hit our kitchen table that morning. I was pouring his favorite coffee, the one with just a splash of cream, smiling like I always did. We had been married for 7 years. 7 years of building a life together, of late-night talks, shared dreams, and promises I thought would last forever. My name is Elena, and up until that day, I believed I had the kind of love people write stories about. But love can blind you. It makes you ignore the late nights at work, the sudden password changes on his phone, the way he started looking at me like I was just there. Familiar. Comfortable. But no longer exciting. That evening, I decided to surprise him at his office. I baked his favorite lemon cake and wore the dress he once said made me look beautiful. My heart was light as I walked through the lobby. I even hummed our song in the elevator. When I opened his office door without knocking, the world didn't just break. It shattered into a million pieces. There he was, my husband, Mark, with his arms around his young assistant, Sarah. Their lips were locked in a kiss that wasn't hurried or guilty. It was passionate. Hungry. The kind of kiss he hadn't given me in years. The cake slipped from my hands and hit the floor with a soft thud. They pulled apart, eyes wide with shock. For a second, nobody spoke. Then Mark's face changed from panic to annoyance. "Elena, it's not what you think," he said, like I was the one being dramatic. I couldn't even cry. Not right then. I just stood there, frozen, feeling my heart physically crack inside my chest. The man I had loved, supported, and sacrificed for was looking at me like I was an inconvenience. I turned and walked away without a word. Behind me, I heard him call my name once, but he didn't chase me. That night, I sat on the edge of our bed in the dark, still wearing that dress. The tears finally came, heavy, silent, endless. I cried for the girl who believed in forever. I cried for the future we had planned. But mostly, I cried because deep down, I realized this wasn't the first time. It was just the first time I had seen it. He thought I would fall apart. He thought I'd scream, beg, or stay silent and accept it. He was wrong. The next few weeks were pure hell. I moved into the guest room and watched him try to act normal. He brought flowers, said it was just a mistake, that Sarah meant nothing. He even cried once, telling me how stressed he had been at work and how I had become too focused on the house and not on us. His words cut deeper than the betrayal itself. Because for a moment, I actually questioned myself. Was I not enough? Did I stop trying? Had I become boring? I barely slept. I lost weight. Friends noticed something was wrong, but I couldn't bring myself to tell them. The shame was too heavy. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw them kissing. Every time he touched me, even accidentally, my skin crawled. But pain has a strange way of transforming. One sleepless night, while scrolling through old photos on my laptop, I found something. Years of bank statements, messages, and hotel bookings I had never questioned before. It wasn't just Sarah. There had been others. Multiple women over the years. While I was planning our future, he was living a secret life. That was the moment the tears stopped. Something inside me shifted. The broken, crying woman in the mirror slowly faded. In her place, a colder, clearer version of myself appeared. I wasn't going to scream or beg for him to choose me. I wasn't going to give him the satisfaction of watching me destroy myself. I decided I would make him feel exactly what I felt. I started gathering evidence quietly. Screenshots. Transfer records. Voice recordings from his late-night calls that I had secretly saved. I reached out to a friend who was a sharp lawyer and another who worked in his industry. I learned things I never wanted to know, how his big promotion was partly built on connections I had helped him make through my own family. He had no idea I was preparing. Meanwhile, he grew more confident. He thought I was healing because I had stopped crying in front of him. He even joked with his friends on a call that women always come back around. I heard every word from the other room. His arrogance became my fuel. 3 months after that awful day in his office, I was ready. I organized a beautiful dinner party at our house, the kind we used to throw when everything felt perfect. I invited his parents, his boss, his closest colleagues, and yes, even Sarah. Mark was surprised but pleased. He thought this meant I had forgiven him and wanted to move forward. The evening started wonderfully. Laughter, good food, wine flowing. Mark was playing the perfect husband, touching my waist, calling me honey in front of everyone. I smiled sweetly the whole time. Then, as dessert was being served, I stood up with a glass in my hand. "I'd like to make a toast," I said softly. The room quieted down with warm smiles. "To my husband Mark, for teaching me what strength really looks like." People clapped lightly. Mark beamed. I continued, my voice steady but emotional. 7 years ago, I married a man I thought would protect my heart. Instead, he broke it in the cruelest way possible. While I was building our home, he was tearing it down with lies and other women. You could hear a pin drop. I picked up the remote and played a short slideshow on the TV behind me. Not of our happy memories, but of the evidence. Hotel receipts. Intimate messages. Bank transfers to different women. Even a short voice clip of him laughing about how I had never suspected a thing. Gasps filled the room. His mother covered her mouth. His boss looked disgusted. Mark's face went pale. "Elena, what the hell are you doing?" he hissed. I looked straight at him, tears in my eyes, but my voice strong. "I'm doing what you never expected. I'm choosing myself. And I'm making sure everyone knows exactly who you are." Sarah tried to slip out, but his boss's wife blocked her path with a cold stare. I didn't scream. I didn't insult him. I simply told the truth with dignity. Then I asked everyone to leave. That night, Mark packed his bags. His parents didn't even look at him. His career took a serious hit. Word travels fast in our circle. The man who thought he could cheat without consequences lost everything that mattered: respect, reputation, and the comfortable life he had taken for granted. A few weeks later, I filed for divorce. I kept the house. I kept my peace. Today, I wake up without that heavy weight in my chest. I smile at my own reflection. I'm dating myself again, traveling, taking classes, rediscovering who I was before I lost myself in someone who never deserved me. If you're listening to this and you've been betrayed, hear me, your pain is valid. Your tears are valid. But you are not broken beyond repair. The same heart that was shattered can become the strongest part of you. He thought I'd cry forever. Instead, I rose. And that changed everything. Thank you for being here with me. If this story touched you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, sometimes the most powerful revenge isn't loud. It's simply choosing to live well after they thought they destroyed you. Until next time, take care of your heart.